G'day, Starlo here. I'm at Glenbourne Dam in the Hunter Valley. I've been chasing some bass and yellowbelly with mixed success, and it's gone very quiet in the middle of the day, so I've been seeing a lot of carp sniffing around the edges. I'm going to go in and catch a couple just on a soft plastic, a little squidgy on a very light jig head and some spin gear. I'll show you how to do this, and can be a bit of fun, and it's a great way to cull a few carp and hopefully reduce their numbers, although I don't think I'm going to make much of an impact here. So I'm just going to use the electric motor to quietly cruise along the edge. Got a bit of sun at the moment, a little bit of broken cloud. The water isn't too bad here as far as clarity, so I should be able to see the carp. They'll be right up on the edges, and it's just a matter of putting the plastic in front of them and giving it a little bit of a jiggle, and 9 times out of 10 they'll scoot over and eat it. The tricky part is getting it in front of them without spooking them, which is why I've gone for a really light jig head. Shouldn't take us too long to find a couple along here. Sadly, they're in almost plague proportions here at Glenbourne these days. The backs of these little bays are particularly good places to find them. Alright, I've seen one swirl up in the back of this bay. Got a big cloud has come over the sun at the moment. It's going to make it very tricky. Oh, there's some in on the edge. Get it in front of him. Yeah, that's just like taking candy from a baby. It's almost too easy catching them on the soft plastics. I prefer to do it on the fly rod, and I've done a YouTube video about that you can go back and have a look at. It's really good fun on the fly. Pretty good fun on light spin tackle and a little soft plastic too. Look, they're not a bad fighting fish. They're a slugger more than anything else. Every now and again you'll get one that'll really run. The bigger ones, this is not a big fish by any stretch of the imagination. But anywhere where you find carp, you can do this and do your bit to get a few out of our waterways. Alright, he's in the net. It's quite a small one. There he is. A couple of kilo, or probably 1.6 kilos or thereabouts of carp. It's a good looking one, if you can say that about carp. It's got no sores or red marks or anything on it, which they sometimes do have. Look, in the right place they're a great fish, and I've caught them in England where they were introduced, believe it or not, but back in the 1400s. They're very, very loved and respected over there, and a good fish to catch. And in their native habitat they're a great fish, but they don't belong here in Australia, and they've done enormous damage. So every carp I catch gets killed. I won't show you that. I'm just going to bang it on the head with my winch handle, actually. It's a really good carp dispatcher. But that's how easy it is with a little squidgy or any other soft plastic. Just get it the right distance in front of them as they're coming along, give it a little tweak, and 9 times out of 10 over they'll go and suck it up. I may have spooked all the others out of this backwater fighting that small one. I'd like to get a big one and show you. Oh no, there's still a couple in here. Oh, that one's going down for it, and he's eating it. And there he goes. These are fairly small, these ones. A school of small ones in here. But at least it's showing you how easy it is. Ooh, get out from under the boat. This one's a little bit bigger. And in the net he goes. It's another fairly small one. They're all sizes in here, from goldfish size up to fish I reckon would be pushing 10 kilos. There we go. Another ex-carp, or it will be in a second. You don't drop many with those tough, rubbery lips. I don't mind sticking my hands in their gills because it's going to be dead in a minute anyway. Oh, nearly ran over the top of one. Down here in the weed. I don't know if you can see him, but he's definitely feeding. Straight onto it. Ate it. This is a bit bigger. I don't muck around with them. I've got a 10-pound leader on here and a fairly tight drag. He's going to bolt in a minute though and probably go through underneath the boat. It's a good way to break a rod. Yeah, it's a fair bit bigger, this one. Oh, nearly had him in the net. It's a little bit hard on your own. Now he's decided to play up. I'll have to get a turn or two. More line on the reel. Come on. Maybe he knows what I've got in store for him. Oh, don't go around the tree. Don't go around the tree. Oh, he's giving me all sorts of grief. There we go. Oh, that one's got a bit of weight. Show you a bigger one. They get a lot bigger than this. But it's pretty cool being able to sight cast to fish like that in the shallows and catch them on a soft plastic and light spin gear. I mean, they're a shocking thing, and I'd love to see them out of our rivers. But while they're here, I might as well have a bit of fun with them. As I said, the light has nearly beaten me, but in this bay I might still be able to spot another one. There's one down there. Oh, there's one. There's a couple right there in here. Just want to take your time so that you don't come down too quickly on them. Let's find a nice big one right up on the edge. That'd be good. Alright, there's some funny ripply water down here. I wouldn't be at all surprised if that's a carp feeding right up on the edge. Oh, there's a big one up on the surface. He's kind of interested, but I think he knows we're here. Yeah, he does. Oh, look at them all in there. I think we got too much on top of these. Yeah, they're all very spooked. Oh, that was a shame. Tough light now. Down into the glare. Oh, here's one with his back breaking the surface. That's what I like to see. You should be able to see the ripples in there. I can't see the fish at all under the surface because of that mirror of glare, but I know he's there because I saw him break the surface with his back. But I can't present it to him until I can see where his head is, so we might have to get down past him and look back. Oh, spooked him. They're pretty towy. I don't know if I'm going to be able to see him going this way. They love these bushes in the water too. Oh, there's a nice one. No, he knows we're here. Already knows we're here. Okay, there's one up on the edge, in amongst the grass. You can see him rippling in there, and he's actually moving the grass stems around. This should be a sitter if I can put it in the right position. That wasn't the right position. Oh, I'm just casting too short. Got him. I actually cast it onto the bank and I had to flick it off, and it landed right in front of him. I tweaked it once. Oh, we've got a bit of a performer. I've got a tight drag set on there. It's actually taking a bit of line. He's a good size one. Seriously, there's a lot of places in Australia, unfortunately, where you can go and do this now. And do it. You know, have some fun and kill a few carp. You really won't make any difference to the overall numbers, but it can't do any harm. Also teaches you a lot about your gear, because I don't care if I lose them. I fish a really stiff drag. You find out how hard you can pull on your knots and your leaders and everything else by doing this. And that can be really handy when you're chasing more desirable species. They don't sort of throw the towel in. Oh, especially when you tickle them with the net. Right, gotcha this time. Ah, well, I think that'll just about do me for today. Clouds come over and it's not as much fun when you can't see them from a greater distance. And that one. He'd be every bit of, probably 8 pound. Very fat. No sores, no marks. Not a bad looking carp as carp go. And there's my squidgy in his mouth. Seriously, you've got to give this a go. It's a fair bit of fun. Until next time, this is Starlo wishing you tight lines and dead carp.